So when I started, I was living in an apartment, and I realized that I was going to have to renew the lease, and I just decided, being there for 2 years, that it just was no longer an option. I was like, I need a home. If I eventually want to have a family, I want to be able to buy and purchase a home to call my own. And so I went, did the numbers, gave a friend a call, and I said, hey, do you think I'm ready to buy a home? When I realized exactly how much it required, that's when I realized I need some help. And I looked into my 401k, and it's pretty much how I decided.
I started with San Manuel in October 2017. It was about 1 year later, in October of 2018, that I decided I wanted to move out of my parents' house. So I started looking at apartments and found condos for sale on Zillow. And then I figured that that would make more sense to actually own a home instead of giving my money to a landlord every month. That's when I decided to start looking at moving out. And I know San Manuel just has so many benefits for everyone. And honestly, I don't know that the story would be the same if I worked anywhere else. And San Manuel has just treated me so well, and I know they're so good to all of their employees.
So when I realized I was going to dive into my 401k, and I looked at the amount, and then I realized, I was like, how much can I take out? And it was exactly what I needed to cover the rest of my down payment and my closing cost.
So working for the enterprise has influenced my ability to buy a home because, first of all, they hired me on here right when I was out of college. So I know it's so hard for someone just graduating with their bachelor's degree to get into the field that they went to school for. So I was so thankful to get the job here. I'm so happy that I did make that step. And just seeing everything that happened now with COVID and how the market changed, and seeing what the prices are of rent. I mean, the rent now is about $1,000 more than what I'm paying per month on my mortgage. It just worked out with the timing that I did it when I did do it. And I'm glad that I listened to my parents. I don't always do that, but I'm glad I did take that step because it actually worked out even better in the long run.
The home that I purchased, it became my investment. And I realized once I started investing and doing things like the Airbnb, having it as a rental property, I want to do upgrades. I want to make it nice and inviting for my tenants, but also just because I realize it's really helping me pay for the second property. So that money, putting it into the home, just multiplies the value and increases the value of the house and the property.
As a young single woman, it feels amazing to own a home so young. It's something that I did not think I would be able to do for another 10, 15 years. I was 24, I just turned 25 when I closed escrow. I don't know, it's great. I'm just so happy. I love that I don't have to have roommates, and I still don't believe that it's true sometimes, but I love decorating my own place, and it's just great.
Since I was little, I have my family who, with the culture that was like, Mija, you're going to need a husband, you're going to need someone to help you. And, trying to achieve things on my own, I just had that mentality of whether I have somebody or not, I'm going to make it happen. I mean, the fact that I'm young and I was able to do that, I'm very proud of myself.